How to fight frizz and get smoother hair. That is the topic of today's video. So I want to go over a couple of hair tips that are going to really help you guys out big time. So let's take a look at this mannequin right here. All right, you want to see curly hair. This is curly. This is curly, kind of natural textured hair. And for all of those guys or girls out there who have hair like this texture, in order to get it straight like this, right? In order to get it straight and smooth, you need to do a number of things, and you have a few different options. So first things first is you have to have a blow dryer, okay? You have to have a blow dryer, and you need a round brush. A round brush, whether it's, I like to use ceramic or ionic, technology. Just straight metal is a little more harsh on the hair. But you need these two tools because this is going to apply the heat to the brush and the hair, and this is going to help smooth the hair out, right? And it's a process. It's literally a process. If you've got hair this curly or wavy or frizzy and you want to have it silky smooth, it's going to take work, right? All the questions I get, all the DMs and comments asking me there's only a few ways to do it, by blow drying it or chemically getting it straightened. So when you're blow drying the hair, the one thing you need to do is you want to make sure that you're not blow drying the hair all over the place. That's the biggest mistake people make, is they start taking their hair and the blow dryer and they just start shaking it and moving all over the place. You don't want to disrupt the natural texture of your hair, because that's gonna start the frizzing process by really roughing up the hair and not treating it gently. That really is one of the first steps that causes frizz, is literally drying it like this. Everybody likes to do that, or take a towel and they rub it on. Don't take a towel and rub your hair all over it. Rub your hair all over when you get out of the shower. Just blot it dry. I did a video on even taking like an old t-shirt and just laying it and blotting the hair dry, because you need to start fighting the process in the shower with the shampoo and conditioner you use. Maybe you need some sort of hair mask that's gonna help fight the frizz as well. Then when it comes to the blow drying, you need to have these tools. So when it comes to products, right, because before we blow dry it, we need to apply a few different products. So if you're trying to get kind of a more beachy wave with some control, Tidal Wave, which has become my, it's been a popular product, but this is now officially my #1 selling product. Again, Tidal Wave, it's the sea salt spray. You can spray, 4 to 5 spritzes in your hair, let the hair air dry, right? If you are trying to combat frizz as well, you need some sort of, whether it's a blow dry cream like this. This is my Crafted blow dry cream from my Crafted line. It helps give a little bit of a light hold, and it helps control the hair, fights frizz, and it smells phenomenal. And it's also a very matte finish as well. Lastly, you need a smoothing serum. This is my argan oil smoothing serum called Sleek. It's only got a few ingredients in it. It's mostly all natural, high-end ingredients in this, and it's not overly oily as well. It's not 19 different oils in this. It's just the right amount that is needed to help nourish your hair and also fight frizz and make it silky smooth. With any smoothing serum, you don't want to overuse it, but fortunately, because this is not a very heavy, low-grade smoothing serum, even if you use a little too much, it's not going to make your hair very greasy. That's what I love about it. So you have the product in your hair, comb it through, get it worked in from scalp to ends so the product is evenly distributed. Remember, you're trying to blow dry and smooth out this entire section and get rid of all that frizz. Once the product is in, the next step is blow drying it. I like to lock the brush in and work with the nozzle going down like this a number of times. Then I'll go back and use the pinky as kind of my separating tool. I'll go back in and I'll use the blow dryer and work it in sync with the nozzle. Everybody wants to know what this is. So when you take this off, what happens is the air just blows all over the place. This nozzle is a directional tool that helps focus the air right on that one area. So when you're trying to focus on getting rid of frizz, you need to have this nozzle and the air directed in that one spot, not blowing all over the place. That's not gonna help fight the frizz or smooth the hair. It's gonna make it worse. I don't like to lock the blow dryer in and then let the heat and the blow dryer, or lock the brush in and let the blow dryer sit with hot air like this. To me, that kind of you know, it's okay for maybe a second or two, but that's how you damage hair. That's how heat will fry your hair, is when you're just letting all that hot air sit on this brush or that metal, whatever it is that you're using, and it just sits there and cooks your hair. That's why I like to constantly keep moving, so it's the heat on the strand and the section is evenly distributed. And it's also going to help fight the frizz and keep it a lot smoother as well. To get this to this, again, this is the natural way to do it with the brush, or there's a process called a relaxer, which I only highly suggest going to a salon who specializes in doing relaxers and hair straighteners. It's a chemical process. Or there's a keratin treatment, which is a little more gentle on the hair. It's mostly designed for removing frizz more than straightening the hair. You can get ones that are, you know, again, to straighten, but it's more designed to remove frizz. Now, I have seen, I don't do them because I can't breathe it in, but I have seen them over time. It does change the texture of your hair. I mean, there's no way around it. It may make it nice and smooth and silky, but you can tell that the natural texture has been altered when it's a chemical process. Not necessarily a bad thing, but what happens is that curl is gone, right? And then you have actually roots coming in like this over time. So you've got the straight hair on the ends, and then your curly roots coming in, which you need to get touched up over time, right? As it grows out every couple of months. You got to touch that up because you're trying to get rid of the curl and the frizz. So it's a process. It really is a process. Now, when it comes to, it doesn't matter if you're male or female with that hair texture. Say you've got hair like this, right? It's a little bit, over processed. It's been colored before, and you're trying to just simply make it smoother. That's where the product again comes in. A smoothing serum is great. You can also apply this when the hair is finished and completely dried as a finishing smoothing product. This really helps make the hair nice and silky as well. And again, this all comes down to the blow drying process. You want to blow dry this all forward towards the face, really make it nice and smooth. You're trying to flatten the cuticle and smooth out the cuticle so it's not a frizzy mess, okay? Using your hands alone is not going to do it. If you've got really frizzy hair, again, using your hands and just blow drying it all over the place is actually going to make it worse, all right? So the products are important, what you put in. I mean, even when you're washing your hair, right? I have my carbon mask. I have 2 masks. They're deep conditioning masks with activated charcoal in them that are really, really great for helping fight frizz and also removing impurities from the hair as well. Even though it's a conditioning mask, the activated charcoal helps remove impurities. So it's definitely worth checking out. So a conditioning treatment, maybe once a week or so, is going to help keep your hair in really good shape. Then you need the products, then the blow dry, and then something to finish it off while it's dry. I mean, there's only so many things you can do to help battle and fight the frizz. It's a process. Even my hair is a process, believe it or not. That's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments below, please, if any of these tips helped you and you tried them, you used them. I'd love to know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with a Salon Guy.